Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here and welcome to another video. And in this video, we're going to explore the possibility of Bo Dallas getting a new character entirely. Now of course at the moment, Bo Dallas is doing an awesome job portraying Uncle Howdy. He is honouring the legacy of his brother Bray in the most tasteful way by portraying Uncle Howdy, by embracing not only Uncle Howdy, of course, but the spirit of Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt lives on, and few fans can really argue that Bo Dallas isn't absolutely killing it in this role. The execution of his promos, the attention to detail is just next level, and I think it's safe to say so far the Wyatt Six have absolutely killed it. But as with every Bray Wyatt storyline from the past, we always look ahead to the future, foresee the future, what's to come next. But of course this brings up the question, how is Bo Dallas going to evolve? How is he going to get his own identity, his own creation to keep things interesting moving forward? Now it's important to remember that Bo Dallas is not actually Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy was Bray Wyatt's creation, and it sort of blurred the lines between real life and kayfabe, because the Uncle Howdy character was a figure that haunted Bray Wyatt in his childhood, and of course he brought it into WWE at the end of 2022 when of course he returns in Extreme Rules. Uncle Howdy was the ghost in the machine. Bray Wyatt was influenced by this dark psyche in Uncle Howdy, and ultimately it was very clear what Uncle Howdy's mission was: to get Bray Wyatt to embrace the darkness, to revel in what you are, to return the Fiend and use Alexa Bliss to do that. Now, Bo Dallas portrayed Uncle Howdy in the past to protect his brother, to cover his lies. So Bo Dallas, even to this present day, is portraying Uncle Howdy, yes, physically and in ring now as well, and by the way, he absolutely killed it in the ring, but he is not Uncle Howdy. He is just influenced by Uncle Howdy. In the VHS tape promos that we saw, of course, Uncle Howdy was pretty much mentally torturing Bo Dallas. Now, as we mentioned before, Bo Dallas has absolutely killed it so far in terms of execution. However, I am skeptical that this could become a Bray Wyatt tribute act. I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. But in order to avoid that, I do feel that Bo Dallas needs his own identity, his own creation, a new character entirely. Of course, Bray Wyatt had his darkest alter ego in The Fiend. That was a massive success, a huge hit, arguably transformed Bray Wyatt's career, took it to the next level. The attention to detail with Wyndham's creative was just next level. He teased The Fiend all the way back to the Man in the Woods promo, which is nuts. And if you go all the way back to April the 12th, 2021, the last Firefly Funhouse segment prior to Bray Wyatt's release from WWE in 2021, he even teased the return of the Fiend then, potentially the birth of the Wyatt Six and the Firefly Funhouse coming to life, saying that the Funhouse will be big, it will be bad, it will be strong. He will return, he shall return. There's going to be a brand new season, new friends, and a brand new me. I feel reborn. Even prior to his WWE release in 2021, he knew eventually that the Fiend would be reborn, which is crazy. So given time, I do truly believe that Bo Dallas will have this attention to detail, drawing inspiration from his brother to create his own creations. Now, I personally don't think you will ever be able to replicate The Fiend, and I don't think anybody else, even Bo, should portray The Fiend. However, Bo Dallas can create his very own Fiend. Now, not in parallel to The Fiend, something new entirely, a new character we don't know anything about at this stage, but becomes Bo Dallas's creative identity. Bray Wyatt had 3 versions of himself, right? I am the Eater of Worlds, I am Uncle Howdy, I am him. Assuming we've got Bo Dallas, regular Bo, Bo is Uncle Howdy, and then a new character entirely, because after all, Uncle Howdy is all of them. He went on to say in that weather report, remember way back when, I am all of us. Uncle Howdy essentially is a part of all of the members of the Wyatt Six to this present day. So you can still have Bo portraying Howdy, but Howdy trying to get Bo Dallas to fully embrace his dark side. Now, in the previous Bray Wyatt storyline, Uncle Howdy had a very clear mission. He wanted Bray to embrace the darkness, to bring back the Fiend, but to use Alexa Bliss in order to do that. And I do believe WrestleMania 39 would have been the reunion between Alexa and Bray, with Uncle Howdy getting the two together to revive the Fiend. And yes, even after Alexa Bliss portrayed the Fiend at WrestleMania 37, Alexa Bliss, whether you like it or not, will be a huge part of this Uncle Howdy storyline and the Wyatt Six. Now, I'm not saying specifically she's going to be an official member, but maybe, just maybe, Uncle Howdy has a new mission with Bo Dallas and Alexa Bliss. Before, he wanted to revive the Fiend and use Alexa to do that. However, maybe, just maybe, Uncle Howdy is going to use Alexa to bring out a new side, a darker character in Bo Dallas. Now, I know the question always comes up, but Alexa Bliss portrayed the Fiend at WrestleMania 37. Yes, but if you remember, Uncle Howdy didn't specifically just blame Alexa. Who killed the world? You did, madam. We did. He blamed both Alexa and the lighter, more vulnerable side of Bray. If you go back to that segment we talked about earlier, the last ever prior to Bray Wyatt's release in 2021 Firefly Funhouse, Bray wasn't really that bothered about Alexa Bliss. He made a joke about her not really being a real friend, but it was more Abby that was bothered, really. And at the end of that segment, or towards the end, Bray healed Huskus, he healed Mercy the Buzzard, but he told Abby to be gone. And prior to that said, witches be wildin'. Wasn't really bothered about Alexa at that point, because he knew there was going to be a rebirth. He knew there was going to be an evolution of the Firefly Funhouse. Now, there are so many WWE fans that want Alexa Bliss punished because of what happened at WrestleMania 37 and don't want her anywhere near the Wyatt Six. But think about it logically. In kayfabe, Alexa's been held hostage via Uncle Howdy for the last, 18 months or so? Potentially trapped in the Firefly Funhouse. And yes, there's that invitation to walk through the door. Alexa has that choice to walk through that door. The door's open, but she needs to be the one to take action. So the offer is there. Now, of course, we know the real reasons, the real life reasons why Alexa's been off TV. But in kayfabe, kind of makes sense that Howdy's had her tortured for a while now. So she certainly paid for her sins. Now, I know this is absolute fantasy booking, but I truly believe that Uncle Howdy is going to use Alexa Bliss to unlock Bo Dallas's darkest side, a side of Bo Dallas that we haven't even touched upon yet. This is just the start. Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas's work is most definitely still incomplete. There's still more work to be done. My life for you. Love that Stephen King quote, by the way. So a new character would give Bo his own creative identity. Not to mention a new theme, new merchandise, potentially more fans attracted to a version of Bo that was his very own creation. Not just feeling like it's a tribute act, honouring the legacy of Bray, yes, but not really giving Bo Dallas his true identity. And you got to remember, on the very same night that the Wyatt Six made their debut, the very first time we saw Uncle Howdy upon his return to WWE in 2024, he gave that circle gesture. The very same gesture we saw in the previous Bray Wyatt storyline, the same gesture he gave to Alexa Bliss when she was in that feud with Bianca Belair, with everything coming full circle. What does this mean for Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas and the Wyatt Six moving forward? Will we see new characters? Will we see Bo Dallas evolve? Now, whether or not Alexa will be included in part of the Wyatt Six remains to be seen. But I like the thought of Uncle Howdy having this new mission. He's got his new family together, but the work is still incomplete. There's still more work to be done. And that potentially involves Bo Dallas individually. And you can see Bo Dallas portray various versions and it can still make sense. You can still have the regular Bo, Uncle Howdy Bo, and a new character entirely, whilst being part of the Wyatt 6, because Uncle Howdy, after all, is the ghost in the machine. He is the puppet master. He is the one in control. Going back to that weather report, as we mentioned earlier, he did claim to be all of them. I am all of us. Uncle Howdy is everything. He's a part of each character. So really, when you look at it, it's Uncle Howdy, aka Bray Wyatt's Wyatt 6. So you got Uncle Howdy and the 6 members, assuming Alexa Bliss gets included. And to summarize this video, I do have this crazy theory, and it's completely out there. It's a theory I had some time ago in the lead up to WrestleMania 39. But if you analyze the lyrics of Bray Wyatt's theme Shatter, and you really look at all the devils in the detail, listen to the piano chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Uncle Howdy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Uncle Howdy. 6 members, with Uncle Howdy being the coil, being the spring, being the ghost in the machine, with 6 physical members. And if Alexa Bliss is part of the Wyatt 6, was this foreseen a while ago? Was this Bray Wyatt's vision all along? It's just a thought, but I truly believe that Bray Wyatt's vision all along was to bring the Firefly Funhouse to life, and even going all the way back to April the 12th, 2021, and that episode within the Firefly Funhouse. What do you think? Get down in the comments section, share your thoughts and opinions. Would you like to see a new character entirely from Bo Dallas, or are you happy just the way it is? Do you want to see Alexa part of the Wyatt 6, or do you think she should pay for her sins permanently and never be part of the Wyatt 6, just used to push Bo to another level? What do you think? As always, it'd be very much appreciated if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new. Catch you in the next one.